Hello everybody, and thank you for stopping by. I just wanted to show you what I did this week for restocking. This is almost a 10-pound roll of ground beef, and it was at $1.68 a pound. So I bought about 30 pounds, 3 rolls of this, and that's what I will be doing with stocking my freezer. And that's pretty much it. I'm going to show you a few cans that I got and show you how much I paid and everything, so you get an idea. But I'm just restocking what I've used. And like I've said before in other videos, I don't buy it unless it's on sale, and that's it. Only when something's on sale do I buy it. And I got this, as you can see, at $1.68 a pound. And it's almost 10 pounds. So, and I'll show you the canned goods next. It's kind of my, how do I say, mini restocking haul or whatever you want to call it, because I really don't grocery shop. I just restock. Okay, these are some cans that I got for restocking. Now, a lot of you probably know where the peas and the green beans came from. They came from Aldi's, which I do not have one of those stores in my town at all. But I know somebody that was in another state that was heading back this way, and they happened to see an Aldi's, and they had never been in one themselves either because they don't have one where they live. And they went in and they found green beans and the sweet peas, but the green beans were on sale for 40 cents a can. And the sweet peas were on sale for 48 cents a can. Now, Aldi's or any store you go to, even Walmart, you may go to one and pay one price for something, and you may go to another one and the price will be totally different. So this person looked up. It was a small store, they said. They said they've seen other Aldi's. They've not gone into them, but they're huge. And this one was a very small store, and actually it was close to a Walmart. Very close, like almost next door to each other. And that's what caught the person's eye. And they went in, and I asked them, because they called me and FaceTimed me and was showing me everything they had there, and said, I'm heading your way. What would you like? What can you afford? And I quick ran to my change, and I had enough to finish out all my stocking on my shelves that I wanted to do with the green beans and the sweet peas, because they brought me, I think around in total between the two of them, 50-something cans between both. And that finished me out for the year. So that means I'm stocked in those two for the whole year. Now, they also found the spaghetti sauce. This spaghetti sauce was there. It was 80 cents for this jar. I cannot find spaghetti sauce here in any jar or can for less than $1.24. And that's, I think it's a Hunt's that comes in a kind of a tall can, and here it's $1.24. That was 80 cents, that spaghetti sauce. Now, I've never tried it, but I'm not picky, and I figure it's not any worse than the Hunt's in the can is. I don't buy Prego. I refuse to pay that kind of money for spaghetti sauce, a couple of dollars or $2 and something, $3. I'm not going to pay that when it comes to spaghetti sauce. But they got that for 80 cents, and they told me they would probably be going back through to another Aldi's or something. And when they were heading this way, they told me, keep saving your change, and I'll bring you a whole lot more of those. So I'm looking forward to that one. Now, this mackerel, I'm going to tell you, it's not very expensive for a can of this. And I'm going to tell you that when I was a kid, my mother used to make mackerel patties all the time. I loved them as a kid, but when I got older, I noticed on the mackerel there was a lot of recalls on mackerel. And so I quit buying it because, I don't know, it seems like, I can't tell you exactly how long ago, 20, 30 years ago, that it seemed like every time I turned around, they were putting a recall on mackerel. Now, the chub mackerel, we never had as a kid. It was just mackerel. And one day, I picked up a can of chub mackerel, and it was absolutely wonderful. I loved it more than I did just regular mackerel. It's just different. When I opened the can, I was kind of surprised. I was like, what is this? This is mackerel? Because I had bought mackerel before, and I've made mackerel patties myself. But when they, like I said, when they started announcing recalls, it seemed like, every few months, I quit buying it. And so I bought a can of chub mackerel by, not thinking or not knowing there was a difference, and I absolutely loved it. Now, for you people who really like fish, I would definitely put this in part of my storing, because it's already cooked. You throw some breadcrumbs in it, an egg, you fry it, and, that's it. And I said to myself, because I have not stored any of this, this is far cheaper than Spam, and Spam's okay, but I call it the prepper steak, because the price on it, it's a lot of money for a can of Spam. I got this for $1.70, and that's not bad for a can, because this will feed 4 or 5 people, and that's not a bad meal for 4 or 5 people. And what made me think that I could prep this was, I said to myself that before I open this, because I'm not going to open this, I'm going to hold on to this for several weeks, probably 3 or 4, and watch and see if there's a recall on it. I said in stocking and storing, I can actually check for recalls before I'm put in a situation where I don't have any food. I can keep an eye on it. So this way I can actually keep stocking the mackerel at a fairly decent price and have it in my preps. And fish is very good for us. It just is. It gives me an extra food item that my family, they love it too. And so I said, you know what? I have not stored this before, but I'm starting now. Because I said to myself, I will know if it's recalled before I open it. Because I bought several cans of it, and I said I'm gonna hold on to it for a few weeks, and I'm gonna keep saving my change. I wiped out my piggy bank because I finished off all my stocking. The tomato sauce is the only thing that I had left. I even got mushrooms, because they had mushrooms, a fairly nice sized can there for 49 cents. They picked me up a bunch of those. And I got some of the mackerel. But I'm going to start stocking mackerel. And I'm going to hold on to it, like I said, and see if there's a recall on it. And that way I'll know I'm safe. I'm doing that with all my canned items. I'm watching for recalls and see what happens. And this way I'm prepared ahead of time, and I don't have to worry if my food is not safe, because I've been, I've got a year's supply, and, I'm buying it months apart. So, because I restock what I use, is what I'm trying to say. I restock what I use. If I run out of, 7 cans, I wait until I see it on sale. But if this keeps up with this, and this person has said to me, no problem, I don't have a problem at all picking up things for you if you would like. They live in my area and they travel, so I said, fine. It would save me a lot of money, because I can't find canned goods here for 40 cents. Now, I don't know if they'll find it on sale for that again, but like I said, I'm okay for now, because I bought a year's supply. So it gives me some time before I have to look for things on sale. And right now I'm saving for the mackerel, because I'd like to add that to my stocking and my storing. So, and the tomato spaghetti sauce, because I have tons of noodles for spaghetti, and I also know how to make spaghetti noodles, or noodles, and I may show you how to do that one day in one of my videos. I'll show you how to make homemade noodles, and you can freeze them, and they're wonderful for, chicken noodle soup. You could use them for spaghetti too. And so I just wanted to show you this, and I'm finished, and I encourage you to do the same thing. Save your change and keep plugging away and working at it until you get yourself completely stocked. And ask friends to look around for you. Ask friends that Maybe live on border states. You know, if you live on a border state with somebody that's just a state over and they're only 50, 60 miles from you, they may have stores cheaper than you do and prices cheaper. So, you know, have them check it out and look around. I hope you enjoy this, and remember, do check for recalls. You know, keep an eye on if what you're stocking and storing is being recalled. And if you haven't tried mackerel, I will tell you, they make wonderful patties. I like them better than salmon. I do. I grew up on them as a kid and I loved them. And chub mackerel is far superior. There's just something about it. I like it, but there's some people that don't like fish, even though fish is very good for us. They just don't care for it. But those of you who do, consider this, okay? And I hope this is helpful. Mostly I want to talk about the recalls and, you know, show you how I picked up a few. Well, more than just a few cans. I picked up quite a few. I finished off my entire year's supply of what I was trying to get. And I was able to restock what I used also in the process. And then I decided, since the tomato sauce is so cheap, or the spaghetti sauce I should say, I'll be picking that up. I'll have them pick me up that at 80 cents a jar. That's fantastic. For me it sure is, because I can't find that here anywhere. And that's what it's all about, finding the cheapest price, because I can tell you things are already starting to go up. So stock, keep it up, keep storing, check any recalls to make sure what you're stocking and storing has not been recalled. And I would say, may you have a very blessed day.